Time now for our Spotlight program on a Monday. Time for Chamber Talk. Nancy Morrissey from the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce comes to the studio. Good morning, Nancy. How are you?
Good morning, Steve.
Have a nice weekend.
Had a very, it was beautiful.
It was Kids Day, wasn't it?
Yes, it was just a wonderful weekend. Saturday was just chock full of stuff on the Fairfield Square. And
You know what Saturday was?
was it the first day of spring, or was
no.
Sunday the first day of spring? I can never remember.
Autumn. Yesterday was the first day of autumn.
Yeah.
It was a Chamber of Commerce Day.
It was a Chamber of Commerce Day.
That's right. Beautiful weather. That's the if the chamber.
I love that.
If they could order up weather every day for a community event, that's what it would be. A Chamber of Commerce Day was what it was on. Beautiful day on, and I mentioned earlier today, for the first time in I don't know how many years, maybe at least 10. I didn't make it to the Kids' Day celebration.
Well, I was thinking that you were maybe alluding to the fact that the chamber started off with our chamber garage sale first thing, very early, and then we ended the day as being a recipient of the Fairfield Ragbri grant at 7 o'clock on the square. So in many ways, it was a Chamber of Commerce Day.
Well, it was a great weekend, and you mentioned the garage sale. I know there's a lot of work that goes into that, but I imagine with the beautiful weather and everybody in town, the people who participated did pretty well.
It was wonderful. We had lots and lots of vendors there. We had lots of shoppers. At the end of last week, I was having lots of people call me to make sure that it was that weekend. People from Missouri were even calling to come up for the garage sale. So it was a great day. And then the parade, I think it was a great parade. Long, lots of floats, lots of vehicles, lots of emergency vehicles, cars, kids, bands. It was really a nice parade. And then, of course, the pancakes and sausage by the Kiwanis. That was
making me feel
too.
Guilty.
Oh, you should, Steve. I mean, it's a huge event. And then the announcement of the Fairfield Ragbri grant recipients, and then the Beaker brothers after that. And the weather, I couldn't have been nicer.
The garage sale, we'll go back to real quickly. You have that twice a year, don't you?
Twice a year,
spring and the fall.
It's usually the third weekend in May. It's the weekend after Mother's Day. And then always Kiwanis Kids' Day parade, which is the third Saturday in September.
All right. Well, I'm glad you had a great weekend. I'm glad everybody had a great weekend.
It was nice.
As well.
Very, very nice.
As we do every Monday, we jump right into the calendar. If you want to follow along or keep track this week, you can sign up for the week that will be the Monday morning newsletter that comes out from the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce, usually at your desktop by 9 o'clock in the morning, most Mondays, between 8 and 8:30. You can also log on to FairfieldIowa.com, the Chamber website, which you can link to from ExploreSCIowa.com. So let's jump right into it. Each week we have a new member spotlight. Who is it this week?
MPT Iowa Inc. And MPT Iowa is really your premier source for PC repair, laptop repair, virus removal, wireless networking, wired networking, Windows servers, virtualization, network security, remote access solutions, and that is great. I love that part. Backup and disaster recovery, we use that too. It makes us feel very safe now. Hardware and software sales, general consulting, and much, much more. They are a solutions provider. They bring them your biggest problem or inefficiency, and they will help you build a technology-based solution. We just purchased, like I mentioned, some computers at the chamber, and there's always glitches. I mean, always something. They came on site and installed them, networked them, between each other and with the printer and all that type stuff. Then they go away, and then the glitches show up, and they just go right into your computer. They're based in Oskaloosa, and it's fascinating to watch them. I can't do it for very, very long. I've got work to do, but it's just amazing to watch they go from screen to screen, and the mouse is moving, and the cursor on your website. My mouse is not moving. The cursor is, though, and they're just in there fixing it, and they know exactly what needs to be done. And our computers are working very, very well.
MPT Iowa Inc.
Is located in Oskaloosa, but owners Jake Barnes and Ryan Scepter and their staff will come to Fairfield if you need them, or they can, like I said, remote access into your computer or computer network and resolve whatever issues you have. They may be reached at 641-676-4335. They also have, of course, email address and website. Go to the Fairfield Chamber website, www.fairfieldiowa.com. Fairfield, Iowa is one word, Iowa is spelled out, or call the Chamber at 472-2111, and we can hook you up.
Member-to-member discount this week.
Our member-to-member discount is a new one. It's Frontline Printing. Frontline Printing offers 10% off printing services to Chamber members. Frontline Printing is more than just printing. They also offer full-service imaging for businesses and individuals. They can do everything from document processing to corporate marketing, full-color printing, direct marketing and website creation, maintenance, hosting, and design. Remember, Frontline Printing for 10% off printing services for Chamber members with your member-to-member discount. Now, like, they just joined up. They've been a Chamber member forever, but they just signed on for the member-to-member. All Chamber members can join on to the member-to-member highlight at any time. There's an application on our website. If you go to the right side of the upper part of our website where the tabs are across the top, the last one is member-to-member. There's a way to view the member-to-member participants, but also to sign on.
Again, it's Chamber Talk here on a Monday here on 1570 KMCD. We mentioned you had a very busy week last week leading up to the Kids' Day activities and the Chamber garage sale down the street here on Fort Street. What's on tap this week?
Well, Monday starts off today with the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center having a blood drive from 2 to 7 p.m. at Noah's Ark Animal Foundation Community Room, and they're located at 1986 Gear Avenue. Then Tuesday, bright and early, Mayor Ed Malloy returns to the Chamber's Business Before Breakfast. We also call it the B3 series, as a presenter for the fall installment on Tuesday, tomorrow at 8 a.m. at the Hy-Vee Club Room. Mayor Malloy will give an update on the Outdoor Aquatic Center and the Public Gymnasium and Recreation Center, discuss Fairfield's building facade renovation initiative, give an update on blue zones, and touch on a general economic climate of the city. Join us and see how much business your next cup of coffee will bring you. Again, that's tomorrow, and it just goes from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. For Chamber members, it's $5. For non-Chamber members, it's $8. For more information, contact me at the Chamber at 472-2111.
By the way, that blood drive today at Noah's Ark Animal Shelter is also, it's being done in support of, is it Cody Cohn? Mark and Laura Cohn's son.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I bet you it is.
Who has the blood disorder, in fact, leukemia now, who's gone through several rounds of chemo and some surgeries and things like that. So get out there today from 2 to 7. And again, that blood drive is in support of their efforts to help him.
Help their son,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. There's another blood drive on Tuesday. The Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center is having a blood drive from 3 to 6:30 at the Jefferson County Fairgrounds Activity Center. That's located at 2606 West Burlington Avenue. Wednesday is Fairfield Farmers Market from 3 to 6 at Howard Park. Thursday is the Chamber Executive Committee meeting at 11:45 a.m. in the Chamber Boardroom. Thursday, Jan Kraybill will perform on the Sondheim Barhydt organ at 7:30 at the Sondheim Center for the Performing Arts. Jan Kraybill is the principal organist at the international headquarters of Community of Christ in Independence, Missouri, and she is the organ conservator at the Kaufman Center for the Performing Arts in Kansas City. And she will perform a program on the Barhydt organ, including music by Bach, Handel, Dupre, and her own transcription of a piece of jazz composed by Dave Brubeck. That is Thursday, 7:30 at the Sondheim Center for the Performing Arts. Also Thursday, Rachel Ries performs at 8 p.m. at Café Paradiso. Rachel Ries, who was classically trained in voice, piano, violin, and viola, marries sophisticated, at times vintage, musicality to smart lyrics. Rise is a self-taught guitar style reminiscent of Mississippi John Hurt and vocals that at times recalls Billie Holiday and early Marie Muldaur. Her songs range from the romantic simplicity of jazz standards to the distilled intensity of poet and sextet. Saturday is Fairfield Farmers Market from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Howard Park. Also Saturday is the second annual Fall Festival Grape Stomp at Cedar Valley Winery with food, music, and of course wine. Sounds like a good time to stomp some grapes and enjoy some sweet and saucy bar barbecue while listening to the Jefferson County Green Band. It does go from 2 to 8 for the Grape Stomp. In the evening is when the bar barbecue and Jefferson County Green Band. For more information, visit the Chamber calendar at fairfieldiowa.com. That's this week.
Lots of things happening this week. I want to go back real quickly and talk about the event tomorrow morning at the Hy-Vee Club Room, the return of business before breakfast. For those who haven't attended one or haven't heard of it, well, shame on you, but talk about what these are really sort of informal ways to learn about what's happening around town from the movers and shakers, isn't it?
Yes, it starts at 8, it ends at 9. It starts off with just coffee, whatever the host, which is Hy-Vee this time, is going to serve. I talked to Dennis Lopp last Friday. Not quite sure what they're going to have, but it's Hy-Vee, so it'll be wonderful. And it's in their club room, and if you don't know where the club room is, if you walk in their front doors at Hy-Vee, go to the right, walk along where the paper goods are as if you're walking back to the milk section, and about halfway down that wall is the club room, so it's on the west side. Yes, you start off with some little beverages, breakfast, network, visit, then Ed Malloy gives his presentation, but it's very informal. You're able to visit, talk, stay around after 9 o'clock, network, ask questions. It's just a wonderful time to be in a close setting like that where you're just relaxed but yet it's very informative at the same time.
Yeah, if you go to a city council meeting, maybe you want to hear about a particular subject, and they'll touch on a subject, but they'll only take care of the nuts and bolts of the subject.
Right.
And maybe there's a question about that, or you want to be in depth more on the subject, and this is a chance to do that. And as you mentioned, Mayor Malloy will be hosting this one. You'll do it throughout the winter months periodically?
We have one each
okay.
quarter. We'll most likely try to have one in December, again, that touches on taxes for next year and stuff, and then one in the spring, and then one probably in May. So.
You were talking about an event in December, and that reminds me, it's hard to believe we're just a few months away from firing up the legislative breakfast in January,
That's
aren't we?
right.
Wow.
That's right. Yep, that's on my...
Can we turn the calendar back to April?
Let's start the spring over.
Let's just do it all over. That's business before breakfast coming up on... Well, tomorrow, 8 to 9 at the Hy-Vee Club Room. A couple things to mark on your calendar. Save the date.
Yes, October 4th, as everyone most likely knows, is Oktoberfest, theme for the Fairfield's first Friday's Art Walk. October 4th through 6th is the Gala Parsons College All-Class Welcome Back Reunion. That'll be fun. October 6th is the Crop Hunger Walk. And all of these things that I'm mentioning right now, we're touching on lightly. If you go to fairfieldiowa.com on our calendar and click on the event on the particular date and event we're talking about. There's lots more information there also. We'll touch on each of these more the week of, but for right now, if you want to know more about each of these, save the dates, go to the fairfieldiowa.com calendar and you'll find them.
You mentioned that weekend, the Oktoberfest weekend, October 4th, of course, for the First Friday's Art Walk, the Oktoberfest celebration, the parade, the German chocolate cake contest, the beverage garden, Barefoot Becky in the gazebo. That is Parsons weekend here back in town. There's a quilt show at the Sondheim that weekend as well.
Both Friday and Saturday.
And Sunday. I
Sunday.
think they're going to be there on Sunday morning as well. The Jefferson County Health Center will unveil their new loop trail around the health center as well. So lots of things. Again, log on to exploresciowa.com or fairfieldiowa.com to get that complete calendar of events. Nancy, we've run out of time again this morning.
All right. It's wonderful to be here.
All right.
Have a wonderful week, everyone.
Nancy Morrissey, our guest here on Spotlight program on a Monday. And again, log on to fairfieldiowa.com, and you can also sign up for the week that will be the Monday morning newsletter that comes out and tells you about the entire week and touches on a few things in the future as well. Stay tuned. Coming up here in a matter of moments, it's a look at the markets on 1570 KMCD.